Okay guys, welcome back to the channel, CC's Aquatic Adventures. I forgot a lot of fish names, so we're going to go back and go through these tanks. I don't do any of those editing. I don't have an editing board or anything like that, so I'm working on that. I'll eventually get there, but you know, I had my health problems and trying to build back up. But we're going to start over again. Trout Goodeids, babies right there. This is a leopard puffer. He's half salt, half fresh, depending on how he feels. He looks great right now. He was having some problems, but we got him a better heater, and he's doing great. They call it brackish, but I keep him more on the freshwater side. He looks like he does better with the freshwater side. I do put some salt in there. It's actually the salt that I use, not this salt, that's kosher salt that I use for the fish tanks. This is sea salt, reef salt that I have down here that I just bought. And I'm going to put some when I do a water change on there. Getting back to this tank, we said we moved the Crebensis in there, mollies, swordtails. I said that there was cories in there, the green cories. Obviously I said the Crebensis, a bunch of snails, but these are the two male swordtails. Unfortunately the female died, I told you that. I don't think they'll mate with the mollies, but you never know. I do think there's a male in there and two females, because it looks like the female black one is already kind of looks like she's pregnant, but she's pregnant. We'll see. Back to this tank. I forgot the name of the fish in here that's next to the zebra loach, or yeah, I call it's a zebra loach, or a dojo loach, but they look very similar. I think that's a zebra loach. This is a flying fox. Okay, in case we forgot, I did forget. That's why I'm telling you again. But these are guppies, obviously, baby guppies. We're still trying to build this tank back up after we moved in here and we had some problems with the cold water, and plants were dying, and we had some fish when we moved quickly over here. But that's all better now. Of course, I just put salt water in this tank to help these guys. I helped the one that banged his head. Who knows what happened there? Probably when he knocked this up. But you know, that's the only problem with these, is that sometimes fish get spooked. But there's no reason for these fish to get spooked. I don't get why they do it, but nobody knows. Obviously, the green terror, I told you about before, his eye's better. Sometimes I think when you treat fish, I think we panic and we put too much. I just treat it the way it said in the bottle, and it is what it is. He is what it is. Of course, I got my great yellow pleco, who is doing fantastic. He's a sailfin. I've had him for about 10 years, but he's still getting big. He's doing great in that tank. Baylor sharks, silver dollars getting big. Pseudodonis, I said, Jack Dempsey, and of course the green terror. These are angelfish, obviously. Don't know the names of species of geophagus yet. I'm still trying to see them when they get bigger, what their face is going to look like. Can't really tell right now. I've done some research, but I'm not 100% sure. But I bought them at PetSmart, so nobody knows. This is a ram. I had 3 rams in there. He's the one the only one that's left over. Oh, I did forget to mention something in this tank here. We do have some small tetras, glow light tetra, and there is one more. One of my favorite fish of all time that unfortunately I had a bunch and I lost them on the move, the rummy nose. I love to do a whole tank of rummy nose. Just wanted to get back to that. So of course the ram, geophagus, and of course back here, back here actually the big one is that's a big geophagus. He is the one that you see a lot of in these fish videos. He does great. He's a Tapaho. And I believe he's a male. We did lose some scissor-tail rasboras. I think I lost one, but there's 2 left. There is a striped Raphael in there, and back there, if you look close enough, I don't know if you can see it back there, he's hiding. He's a squeaker, Pseudodonis. I keep him in there. I might want to move him down here eventually, but we'll see what happens. In here, there's of course those convicts. There's a big pleco back there. You can see him getting big. And there's another flying fox, the bigger one that was in that 40 gallon that I moved over here. Okay, so that one's in a 40 gallon. Now into this tank, I didn't mention any of the fish in this tank. Up on top, they're pearl Daniels up here, that are real cheap. They're great fish. Of course, there is black skirt tetras. There's a albino black skirt tetra. There's red-eye tetras in here. There's panda cories, also green cories. There's a bleeding heart tetra, an emperor tetra in there, and there's a pleco somewhere hanging. It's probably right there on the side. Another one. I like plecos. Don't criticize me. I love them. That's me. I like them. That tank, we could always add more fish into that. Of course, the big one was the platies. I totally forgot the name of the fish, which was really dumb, but it's a common fish, platy. They do really good. Just moving on, of course, these are the trout Goodyear parents. In here, I said a bunch of snails, but also, if you can see them all around there, there's a bunch of dwarf killifish, which is one of my favorite fish. I love keeping this tank. I leave it alone. It's almost like a cichlid type of tank that they like to play around with the snails, whatever. I love it. In here, there's yellow card neocardinas, and of course tetras, neon tetras. There's only 4 of them left now. I thought there were 5, but there's only 4. I got some of them died. But that's it, guys. That's pretty much the follow-up video. I totally forgot the name of it, but now I remember. It takes me a while in my brain, but that's what we keep in here. Hopefully we're going to be getting some more fish. My biggest suggestion for people who want to get fish is to go to an auction. Best place to get fish in the world. Thank you. Have a great day, guys. See you next time. Remember, if you can't own them, rehome them.